It's time to answer the million-dollar question. Can it play Fortnite? Or can it play Shadow of Tomb Raider? What about Doom Eternal? Watch the video and find out.
Hi, welcome to T-500. This is our fourth video regarding the T-500 project. I hope you have watched all the previous videos, the first three videos which talks about the culmination of this video, the reason why this video exists. If you didn't understand, or you probably won't understand this, the reason why I'm so excited today, because after so many months of preaching, talking, explaining, and doing all, I have the final product. The T-500 complete package is right in front of you. This, the one that is sitting on this desk, the small desk, is the complete gaming package, our basic gaming package that we've been talking about. If you watched our previous video, you have seen this PC being built as a gaming machine. This used to be an HP 3500, HP Pro 3500 or 3500 machine, which we took, we upgraded. Watch those videos, and then we bought these kit of the gaming keyboard, mouse, and the mouse pad, and including the headset. Headset is not shown here. And then also I did an unboxing for this 19-inch Lenovo monitor. We put all of these things together, and as you can see, they have come alive. And this is the final product. In this video, I'm going to be very specific about certain things what this gaming PC is capable of. This is not the final video, and for that I'm going to say right now, subscribe to us so you can see the fifth video. I know that it's a lot of videos, but I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. At the same time, provide as much information on the birth of this project and how this project developed to become something like this. Now, the fifth video is going to be the details of all the four videos prior to the fifth video, which is including this video. So let me talk about what's happening in this video. In this video, you're going to have the PCMARK 10 benchmarking. You're going to see how we're going to benchmark this machine with the PCMARK, which is an overall benchmarking tool. You might have seen one of our old videos or previous videos we talk about benchmarking. Then we will have the 3D Mark. 3D Mark is specifically for gaming and for the graphics. You will see the 1050 Ti running this machine, how well it fares with this monitor, which is part of the package in 720p. I have a very good faith that is going to bring in some good numbers. And then we would run something called the CPU benchmark. CPU benchmark. CPU user benchmark. It's an online software which does an overall benchmark. It tells me, compared to similar CPUs, how well my build is. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing being that I would know if my tweaks are perfect and it's coming up in the top rank, or it would be bad if I build this machine and it's not performing as others have done with similar configuration. So then we would have some CSGO, Fortnite. Okay, this PC is built for Fortnite gaming, for people who are interested in Fortnite. So we're going to have some Fortnite gaming and CSGO. CSGO would definitely run on this, and Fortnite will run on this. And then I'm going to run a built-in benchmark for the Shadow of Tomb Raider. Shadow of Tomb Raider the game is a bit old, but still that benchmark is pretty reliable. It tells me how well it's going to perform in a game like that. And then last but not the least, I'm going to run the latest Doom Eternal, the one that is just launched with the latest updates. And then we're going to see how well this PC can perform with the latest 2020 game. And then we just come into the conclusion of what this PC is and what it can do for you. So do continue watching as I would get into these details as we go. And you can look at the components, and this is the gaming keyboard, mouse pad, the screen, and the PC with the wireless connected. So this is pretty much the whole package except for the headphones. So this is what you get when you go along with us. I just wanted to talk about that. In the final video, we would show each component specifically. Let's get into the benchmarking now.
Let's start with the PCMARK 10 benchmark. This is not the standard version which is available for free. This is actually the extended version, and hence the scores are not compared to the standard PCMARK 10 benchmark. Puts your PC through a certain automated set of tasks similar to the real world experience. For example, for office use, gaming use, student use, graphic designer, web browser, etc. Because if you look in the video, though it is going really fast, you can see all these things have been performed multiple times to estimate the capability of the hardware of this PC. In the end, it gives us a score. Now my focus on these kind of benchmarks always remains on the performance data, which shows several parameters and metrics. This tells me if my PC is good, great, or amazing. These figures, when extrapolated in my mind, gives me a smile, or sometimes it breaks my heart because it doesn't perform as far as I expect. These scores are compared to PCs with different configurations, so it's very easy for you to compare your web browsing capability of this PC versus another machine with a different configuration to know which one is actually performing better. This is why this benchmark is amazing. I can tell you exactly what this PC can do and it can't do compared to a newer generation. 3D Mark is an amazing benchmark because it's a perfect tool to evaluate and compare your gaming hardware. But in this model, the T-500, so far so good. Looks like it's a good basic gaming PC compared to the bigger PCs. It's almost 10 minutes or more of benchmarks, and yet again for me the important part is the final score and the graph that speaks 1,000 words. The capability to see the scores compared to the latest and greatest hardware is just the bonus. CPU user benchmark testing software is another widely used by common people as it's freely available and all the ratings are stored online. So the good thing about this test is every major component is compared to something similar. Getting high numbers means my build is better than someone else who set up same configuration, more like it's like an international level of challenge. We all know CSGO. I'm not a big fan of CSGO. I only loaded it up to get the numbers. The video settings are set as auto and high with 8x MSAA. And you can see the varying frame rate. Anything more than 100 on the 60 Hz monitor is fine by my opinion. It shows anywhere from 100 to 200 for the FPS on this game, as you can see, which is happening right now. Fortnite is another game which has to be tested because this PC is actually made to play this game. All the settings are epic and the Vsync is set to off to see how many FPS it can actually clock, and it clocks from 60 to 95 frames per second. However, I noticed high CPU usage. Though it didn't affect the game, I do need to check the settings to do a final tweak. I also recorded all the stuff using an external camera without using the internal recording capability to offload all the processing from the CPU and the GPU. But still, there is background monitoring happening using the MSI afterburner, which is capturing the frame rate and other specifications. So there is some kind of load beyond the game on the PC that is consuming CPU cycles. So is acceptable in my opinion. Next comes the Shadow of Tomb Raider. Heavy on the GPU, even the 1080 Ti can crawl on in a 4K settings. And there is a video by us running this benchmark on a GTX 1080 on an Mac Pro. Shadow of Tomb Raider has a built-in benchmark that gives consistent feedback, and I'm getting an average frame rate of 48 FPS on this configuration. It shows the potential weakness of this setup, and in this case 720p, it says the CPU is the weak part. It's expected as the quad-core i5 is a few generations old. Anyways, getting a 60 FPS on this game during the actual gaming with high graphics settings means that this game is playable on this PC, which is a big win in my opinion. The last game to be tried is the 2020 Doom Eternal, latest and greatest updates. 720p on high settings with Vsync enabled gets a consistent 60 frames per second. Now, what is more required to prove that we have a gaming PC here? Well, I guess this is the last thing that proves it. Doom is my all-time favorite and goes back with me to the 90s when I started with the first Doom game. It's a fast-paced single-player game made to please all generation of gamers, and this PC can handle Doom Eternal, which concludes the gaming benchmarks. This is the end of the fourth video showing the true power and capability of this PC. Each game was played at least 45 minutes without break to push the PC to the maximum load, and in the end the GPU benchmark and stressor from Furmark is performed. To wrap it up, you can see it's happening as we speak. Another $1 million question for you. So are you ready to buy the first gaming PC from TFATech? Are you confident on our achievement and the commitment? Have you watched all our previous videos before? Do let us know if you have any concerns or any questions. Put us in the comments and we would get back to you. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as we put in the effort to set this up. There is more than 3 to 4 hours of recordings that has been compressed into this short video. If you want to watch the whole video, do comment below. We would try to put the whole thing online at a future point so that the whole fact and the truth can be seen. And do subscribe, because our 5th video is going to come out, which talks about the numbers and the actual figures, and then our pricing and warranty options. So trust me, this is going to be fun, so don't miss it. And if you think this is the only model we're going to bring out, that's not the truth. T500 is the basic gaming PC, and there is going to be higher end models with better features and capabilities. So thank you for watching. You have a wonderful day.